What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey. It's Friday. Yes. Come on, Friday. What are y'all doing? We don't have nothing to talk about. You know, I'm down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion trailer. Oh, and we got to get popular Porsha. We got to talk about Pampered by Porsha or Journey to Porsha. What else you got? Naked. Go Naked. We got to talk about her. She went live last night and I saw a few clips. I didn't watch the whole thing. They said the people dropped off when she got done with the mess. And when she started talking her shit, her social justice stuff, the people, they logged out. They're like, girl, we're not interested. We don't believe you. You need more people. Go get Tamika Mallory to holler in a microphone for you, girl. Because we don't believe shit you saying. I watched Rodney's video on it, and I'm with Rodney. This is what I have to say about Porsha. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and let the diva know that you stopped by. And I'm watching the Mormons play basketball, honey. They come every morning. They're my neighbors. They come every morning and play basketball. Anyways, so I saw the trailer. So the trailer for me, on a scale of 1 to 10. Did I tell you to like, subscribe, and comment? Let me know that you stopped by. Okay. All right. And hit the bell notification bell twice. And make sure that you are subscribed. Okay. If you're watching through the TV, you know you can thumbs up. You can't leave a comment, but you can thumbs up if you're watching through the TV. On your remote, you go down, and then the little... I'm just playing. You're like, bitch, how you gonna tell me how to use my damn remote? Anyways, so yeah, I have my tea right here. I'm waiting till it cools down because I just made it, so it's steeping. And then I made me a chai tea with a little honey and a little creamer. A lot of y'all were like, oh, you put creamer in your tea? Yes, I put creamer in my tea. And it tastes so good with a little honey, a little creamer, and a chai. Because the chai has so much flavor already. And there's just the cream. It makes it creamy. Oh, yes. You can put a nice little oat milk in there. If you want to make your oat milk sweet, put it in a blender with some dates. Maybe 2 dates. Probably that all you need. Blend it good. That will make your cream sweeter, or what you add to it will make your cream sweeter, naturally sweeter with a date. So I watched a few clips of Porsha on there. I watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer. Yesterday I came down here and I talked about the article that Porsha was talking about in her live. And yesterday I felt like I remember that I said that Porsha is all about appearances, and Porsha only cares about what the movement looks like, not what it actually is, right? And based on what I saw, I started to watch a clip of I started to watch the entire thing. Someone posted the entire thing. I was going to watch it. And then as soon as she mentioned Kenya, I was like, okay, girl. Like I said under Rodney's video, somebody, y'all Porsha stans, please call her and tell her that she officially has ran out of blame Kenya cards. Girl, you're out. You're out. There's no more. You can't use any more. You've been using them since season 5. You can't use them anymore, Porsha. They're gone. You cannot say that Kenya was lying about what you did and then turn around in like 20 seconds later and admit to doing what she said that you did. So while you're trying to call her a liar, and while Kenya is a dog whistle for Porsha stans or Drew stans or anybody really, Kenya is a dog whistle, honey. The girls, when they hear Kenya's name, what? Kenya did what? Oh my God, it's always Kenya. She's miserable. She's karma. She's la 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 la. All of this thing. Porsha knows. That's what she knows. And like, honey, I'm with Rodney. She knows that her damn stans are as stupid as her. and they gonna believe anything she said. As soon as she mentioned Kenya, I said, I'm not watching this shit. Cause Kenya said, and Candy sat there and did not say nothing, that what you did was try to get some shit removed. And whether you have clout or not, or influence or not, it was removed. No parts of it was shown. We didn't even know Candy. First of all, we didn't even know Todd had a birthday party. And we didn't even know that LaToya, see, this is where production, and it shows in the trailer for the reunion, this is where production, I feel, needs to be given their walking papers. Because for the production to say, okay, we're not going to show any of it, we're not going to even give you context on how LaToya got on the show. Because that's where everyone, including Kenya, met LaToya, at Todd's birthday party. And that's where that little argument happened, where they were upset with Candy for what she did. Now, I have a statement. And then we could talk about the trailer. We're not going to be down here long. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. Because I told y'all yesterday that girl only cares about... Porsha is very shallow, in case you haven't noticed. And shallow people care about what's on the what? The surface, class. Yes. That's what motherfucking Porsha Williams cares about. That's all she cares about. Because the truth of the matter is, and I'm going to read my little statement that I wrote, because, girl, you sound stupid. You sound so stupid. That's the reason why I can never get with Porsha. Ever. Never. Since the first season she came on there. When she told them girls she couldn't go to the strip club because of Cordell, and then 3 seasons later, your ass you look like a stripper. Your body, not quite, but you know what I'm saying. Girl, you look like every other. You look it at one. One out of 3 women in Atlanta look like Porsha Williams. 1 out of 3. Now, while Porsha might be the most popular, as stated in the article, she said the article was lying, but if the article was lying and you had an opportunity to comment or to be interviewed, she said Kenya lied in the interview. Kenya said, no. I'm standing in my shit. I'm doubling down. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying, yes, it was for TV purposes. Because the truth of the matter is, true activism, if somebody is questioning your activism, have the conversation. But no, you get so bent out of shape when it comes to Kenya. You get really bent out of shape. It's something that Kenya possesses that Porsha does not possess, and it's bothering. It bothers her to her core. It does. And while she says that Kenya doesn't bother her, I don't have any problems with Kenya saying she's questioning my activism. Okay. When Kenya walked up, it was an argument. They've cut out every other argument. They was able to cut it so bad that we didn't even see the party, but we heard Kenya question your activism. And this is what I have to say about the trailer before I get into my statement about Porsha on the damn internet lying again. That girl, and it's so funny when Marlo asked Candy, have you ever heard Porsha lie? Have you ever known Porsha to lie? Yes, I have known Porsha to lie. I have known Porsha to lie. And I said yesterday that Porsha only cares about what it looks like. That's people who lack critical thinking, people who lack depth. They care what people look like to whomever. Well, if you're an activist and somebody is questioning your activism, you should have had an adult conversation with that person that could have been caught on camera. And you could have really, the image that you wanted to portray, the image that you were trying to get them to cut out because you didn't want the people to think that this was just a storyline for you and this was not real for you, you could have set Kenya down and said, Kenya, I know that you're questioning my activism, and I know that, we've had our problems in the past. I know this. This is something that is real true to my heart in this chapter in my life, And I really want us, despite our differences, to come together this season. I know we're not going to always get along, but when it comes to my activism, I don't appreciate you questioning it, because I am doing this because it's close to my heart. What you need is PR. That's what you need, bitch. That's what you need is PR instead of that mouth you got over there. Because that mouth, you never come full circle with it. You never come full circle with it. I can't get with Porsha. I don't understand how y'all do it. I can't follow behind after no dummy. Like, Shamia, you look stupid. You on the internet forever with your white tongue hanging out, saying that you a lapdog for the court jester. Child, I would never. I would never. I would never. I would never. The trailer, out of 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, I give the trailer a 5. It was very mediocre. And what I feel also is that production, the highest, most popular, most celebrated show on Bravo, is going down the drain. And production, while they're trying to protect Porsha, popular Porsha, while they're trying to protect the cheerleader, the smart girls are in the folds talking to executives, executing ideas. I liked when Porsha said to Kenya in the trailer, "You don't want nobody to do better than you. Bitch, are you doing better?" That's what Kenya's response was. Are you doing better? Are you? Okay, then you wouldn't have no problem with a bitch thinking she's doing better than you, bitch, if you was being better. Bitch, you wouldn't be no tea, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you doing. I don't give a fuck what you doing. Why are we here in this dungeon theme? Because a lie your ass told. A lie you told. A lie you told that could have affected someone's reality. That's a bitch I don't want around me. That's a dangerous bitch. I don't give a fuck if she's an activist or not. Bitch, if you sitting around people lying and telling lies that can change someone's reality, you're a dangerous bitch. You are, to me. That's why we here in this dungeon theme, because a lie yo ass told. And then, Drew, you sitting up there trying to win an Emmy. I haven't heard of any housewife winning an Emmy. But Drew, with that crying spell, and I'm so happy Kenya came back and said, "Bitch, I'm calling bullshit. Shut that crying shit up. Shut it up." And like I said on Twitter last night, you went from, I'm going to go to Twitter and I'm going to tell you what I wrote. Drew is so whack. Drew is whack to me. Drew is whack. Porsha is whack. Oh, y'all whack. Y'all whack. I don't like less than smart women. I just don't. It's never been my bag. Never. I don't even like for a woman, especially when she does it in front of men. I hate when a woman plays stupid. When you're otherwise smart and men come around and you start acting dumb and confused, bitch, get the fuck away from me. I don't like a pretty dumb bitch. I never have, never will. I don't give a damn. Never have, never will. Never, ever, never. Drew went from Ralph possibly cheating to questioning someone's vows, to Miss Lickety Split busted open for a stripper, to fucking with Kenya for no reason all season, to not knowing when her house was closed, to airing out her profit by way of sharing LaToya's business, to pawning out her kid. Yikes, bitch. I hope whatever casting agent is looking at your Real Housewives of Atlanta and gives you a fucking job so that you can leave this show. I hope you get a job working on a series where you cannot work on Real Housewives of Atlanta at the same time and you gotta leave. I don't want to see Drew Zadora back at all. Now, people were saying, a lot of people don't like Drew Zadora, so the production might see that as, we got another Kenya. No. She's not as smart ass. She's not as fly ass, and she's not as secure ass, okay, in her role of her job. Do you understand what I'm saying? So give her some time. I don't want to see her back. We didn't see Latoya say anything. We didn't even see Porsha's lap dog. I didn't see her in the chair next to her. I didn't see her on the chair on the side waiting for the crumbs, waiting for a Scooby snack. I didn't see her anywhere. The set, I love the set. I love the chairs. I love those emerald green chairs. I love that Kenya looked like, if you want the bitch to be Maleficent, bitch, she looked like a fairy tale villain sitting up there with her fucking bun on top of her head. Yes, she gave it to you. I didn't like the way it looked in the pictures, but sitting in that chair, everything was coming together. With her chocolate leg coming out of her dress, bitch, yes. So we're going to see what this reunion gives. We're going to see what's going to happen, but I want to see what their answer is about Ralph leaving Tampa, since word on the street is every single one of her storylines are fake. I cannot believe that you set your son with cameras around him in front of a man that he does not know, that you refer to as old daddy, and you sitting there with him. And he's like, he's not interested. He's not nothing. And then you're leading a conversation. Well, why don't you tell him a time when a good time? Girl, shut up. All this shit is fake. It's fake. You using this, everything, like, it's not that serious. It is really not that serious to start working again, where you got to lie on your marriage. You got to attack people that you have no reason to attack, and using your kid. You out of here. I'm cool. If you had an opportunity, I'm back on Porsha's silly ass. If you had an opportunity to leave a statement and then she comes back and says, I was working on other projects and mommy duty. Candy got 3 kids. You have 1. You got Dish Nation. Candy got 4 restaurants, a production business. What else does Candy got? And Candy had time to leave a statement for the interview. Kenya had time to leave a statement for an interview. Cynthia's damn near retired. She had time to give an interview statement. But somehow you didn't. And I said it yesterday. You are the one, right? I'm not here for social distancing, but I'm here for social justice. And you have an article about it, and you refuse to leave a comment. But you want to get down on IG Live and lie. Like, it was literally, she said Kenya was lying, and then she turned around and said, I went to the producers and told them that I didn't like the way that we were looking. Girl, that's what Kenya said you did. Girl, what are you talking about? So, but what it is mention Kenya, and the girls, their eyes roll back in their head. The veins start popping out of their necks. Their backs start convulsing. They just mention Kenya. The girls just don't know how to fucking act. But this is what I said. Pampered by Porsha might be the most popular, right? But clearly, Candy is the most influential. Would you rather be popular and liked? Or would you rather be the bitch making moves with some influence, executing resolutions to issues that you have identified? Who would you rather be? The problem solver or the popular girl? See, when you're shallow, you'd rather be popular and you'd rather care about what it looks like. Meanwhile, Candy, while in the midst of Nene saying that this network and Andy is racist, Candy's in the back making shit happen, getting shows produced, talking about internships. BLM is about Black Lives Matter, and it's about a police brutality. It's not about getting people jobs at NBC Universal. That's not what it's about. So for you to tell Candy you didn't want her to do that, one doesn't have to do with the other. And that's why Candy said in that interview with Vulture, we have our ways, our different ways to show support for the movement. Porsha, you work on criminal justice and police brutality. Candy, you work on getting Black people jobs. But no, you couldn't do that because the self-proclaimed queen of the show was in another office saying that her boss was racist and the network was racist as well. So that didn't go together. That's why Nene was not happy with it. Nene wasn't happy because, bitch, we supposed to go in as a team. No. If I'm doing something, if I'm at work and I identify a problem, I'm going to who I know is going to make a change. I'm not going to my peers. Y'all can't do nothing. Y'all can't do nothing, clearly. Y'all ain't doing nothing, clearly. And if you was the queen of the show and you was the most popular, what you should have been doing is saying, hey, Candy, I support you. Let's come together. Let's do it together. Why would you tell Candy not to do what she wants to do and let's just give a donation? Let's just have them give a donation. Girl, what? You don't make no fucking sense. A donation don't give nobody no job. Candy is about getting these motherfuckers jobs out here. You worried about getting play arrested. For what? I didn't want nobody to look bad. No, you didn't want you to look bad, my dear. Because the way they cut out the whole goddamn scene, they could have cut it up so that maybe they couldn't cut it up to make you look good. Maybe they didn't have any footage of you looking like you had some sense. I want to ask y'all in the comments, would you rather be influential or would you rather be popular? I want to know. Would you rather execute ideas or would you rather be liked? I want to know. Because the smart people are choosing the latter. They're choosing to execute ideas. They're choosing to problem solve. That's what they're choosing to do. And that's what Candy was doing. Candy don't have nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is about police brutality. So if that's what you're working on, girl, so be it. Whatever Candy's doing don't have shit to do with that. The whole thing went against Nene, and we know how Candy likes to go against Nene. Just refer to Tardy for the Party. I've been saying it from the beginning. Candy and Nene never liked each other. Never. It was something about Candy that Nene couldn't jive with. She just couldn't. They just couldn't get their shit together. And Candy used to move in ways on the show that would send Nene into convulsions. She couldn't stand it. I have said it from the beginning. The only reason why Candy worked with Kim Zolciak was to spite Nene. Because Nene was telling Kim, girl, you ain't gonna make it without me on the record. It's more fly with me on the record. And Candy, who did not like Nene and did not fuck with Nene, was like, bitch, I'm about to make your Tardy for the Party the fucking gay anthem for the summer. Even though, and to the point where you went that way and you saw how that turned out. That bitch still ain't paid her and stole her baby name. But that's what happens when you move like that. So I do believe that Nene was upset and Porsha was upset that Candy was moving without them. But now y'all want to tack your names on something. Instead of tacking your names on it and being like, let's just say we all did it. No, you don't want that. You don't want to be seen. You don't want it to look like anything. Porsha is full of shit. She is. And anybody who sat down there, as soon as they heard Kenya, they're like, oh, see, I knew it. It was Kenya. It was Kenya. It was Kenya. Porsha, you have ran out of blame Kenya cards. This is the last season you get to blame Kenya for anything if you come back. If Porsha comes back. Miss Popularity. Bitch, I would rather be smart than popular. I would rather be a problem solver than popular. I would rather be able to execute ideas or make my way to the person who can than to be popular. So shout out to Candy. I hope they show in the behind the scenes footage. What did they do? Secrets revealed. Show that clip. Show a portion of that clip because I want to see what Pampered by Porsha, how she was acting a damn fool over two issues that didn't have anything to do with one another. What Candy was doing wasn't about police brutality. She was in the background trying to get people jobs and make sure that representation was happening, because both of those things can happen at the same time. Like Candy said, we show our ways on how to support the movement different. Everybody's not out in the street pretending to get arrested. I'm in the back where the money resides, and saying, hey, get this person a job, let's work here, let's do a special, let's do this. And the queen of the show, Nene, couldn't get it done. And Porsha, with your popularity, what was you doing? You was worried about what was going on the outside, not where you actually work. You wasn't worried about your job. That's how I saw it. That's how I saw it. The queen and her court gesture were mad because Kandi was executing ideas. The idea was executed. They did 2 specials. Then she wanted to talk about the interns. I told y'all yesterday, that girl doesn't care. She only cares about what it looks like. How can you go? Then she said, wait a minute. Then she said, we can be on the same page. The same page with what, Porsha? If Kandi wrote an email to her boss, why I gotta CC you, bitch? You can't do nothing about it. Just to let you know, like I'm saying, Candy's sitting there writing an email saying, this is what I want. These are my ideas, and these how here are my ideas, and here is how they can be executed. This is what I want to do. And y'all mad because she didn't CC y'all. Even though they executed the idea that she had. And y'all mad because she didn't CC y'all? Because you didn't want to not be on the same page? Your work don't have nothing to do with what Kandi was doing. That's the problem in itself. Black Lives Matter don't have nothing to do with NBC Universal getting some black ass interns in there from the HBCUs. That don't have nothing to do with police brutality at all. That's my time, y'all. I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let me know what you thought about the trailer. If you watched Porsha Live last night on IG Live, that's what she was doing. She was on IG Live last night. If you watched her on IG Live last night, let me know what you thought about her, what you, honey. And I want y'all to answer the question. Would y'all rather be an influencer and execute and problem solve? Or would you rather be popular? Let me know. Take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.